It's essentially an agreement between two people that say that we are open some way. It could be physically, it could be emotionally. It's me and you and maybe that person over there. So essentially you set the boundaries for yourself, but open relationship says that we're not in that traditional style of relationship where we're just monogamous.
What do you think, I guess we don't really have statistics on it, but do you think it betters relationships or does it worsen them?
I think when you look at the fact that our previous generation has a divorce rate of over 50%, the divorce industry is a $43 billion industry, we have to do something different. And I think millennials now are starting to really say, okay, you know what, like we got options. When you've got 10 million people on Tinder, people now we're meeting more people, we're connecting more people, so it's likely we're gonna have more options.
Now,
Yo, welcome to Under the Influence Cocktails and Consciousness. This is a critical thinking platform where we talk about issues that are important to the black millennial and some issues not so important. As we know, some of these issues are tough, so we handle them with a cocktail. I am your host, Caleb, and joining me is the lovely Ivory.
Hi.
All right, so today we're going to discuss a topic that is, I don't know if it's on the rise, but it's something that's very interesting when it comes to relationship. And this is a part of our relationship series ongoing. You can check out the other videos. But open relationships. Open relationships. Ivory, I'm gonna let you lead off. What do you think about it?
Okay, so first we have to define it, right? So open relationship is what is typically a considered relationship where two people are together, but they are also
Not together.
okay with no, they're together, but they're okay with the mutual partners seeing other people. Now that allows for gray area because like it could be like having sex with other people, or it could be having other relationships with other people, and so like the open marriage is basically like knowing that like we are a unit, the two of us, but we dibble and dabble outside of that unit without it spilling over into like our relationship. Now I don't know much about this clearly. I can't give a lot of context behind it. I will say that Monique and her husband, she's openly saying they're in an open relationship and they're coming out with a podcast on about it. So I'm interested to see what they have to say because she could give more context about this. When I read the article that she did, or she interview she did recently, she said that she believed, especially as people of color, black people, that we are conforming to like westernized ways of being in relationships, that in our ancestry that there were open relationships and happening across the board. I'm assuming like in Africa or whatever the case may be. And so she's saying that like we conform to westernized way of like feeling like we owning ownership over people, or that someone is our property, and that possessiveness. And so that's one of the reasons why her husband chosen not to be monogamous, is because they don't want to conform to that. So with that being said, what do you think about like open relationship? Do you think it's like it's true? Is it true what Monique is saying, like in terms of it being about like being possessive and conforming to like westernized way of like owning people, or what do you think? I have my own ideas, but I'm interested to see what you think.
I'm a guy, man. So I'm gonna have a bias, man. I'm gonna be honest. I have my sickness and my trauma, guys. Don't judge me. But of course, I'm like, guys. It's okay with guys, and it's for the reason, the age-old traditional reason. Women are emotional. Now, this is on. Okay, let's deal with this first.
Guys
though.
are emotional too.
Let's deal with this though. Are we dealing on a pretext of?
I've definitely come across a lot of emotional guys.
Right, but are we dealing on a pretext of open relationships being like, like you're open for like sex, right? Not just like open for like you have like another relationship. Because then that'd be like, what is that? Is that another term, open relationship? What do you think?
Open relationship. Like I don't know. Like, but I think each obviously each relationship has to define for themselves what they want it to be. They want it to be just strictly sex, or they want it to be where you can engage with that person on other levels beyond sex. Like, it depends on the person. So I can't really determine that here.
I feel like that's dangerous though, man. When you start to do like, I mean, really, when you start, cause I was thinking in my, simple way of thinking as far as open relationship is like you have a real relationship or quote unquote real relationship, like where it's like everything's like, you get bouts of romance and like actually like, spending time together and caring about each other and stuff like that. And then open is you telling, them that, hey, I'm going to fuck or go have sex with other people. You know what I mean? Like I would think that would be open. You know what I mean? Because it's like really like a kind of like the breaking of the wall of cheating.
Open also is like not telling that person. Open relationship is you and that person having a conversation about it. You
want to tell
expressing that you have the interest in that, and then agreeing that like that's okay. You don't tell that person because at that point you're not giving that person an option, right?
Some people do. I think dude told Monique, like, yo.
Were you there when they had the conversation?
Well, hell, I mean, I don't know. First,
that defeats the purpose of it being open, because an open relationship is a mutual agreement. So like you have the conversation and both people agree mutually. Like when you tell a person, or you put a person in a position where they're not able to decide, then like that's cheating too.
No, what if the decision was, hey, either I could be with you and I could do my thing, or I can just do my thing. I mean, that's a choice. I feel like a lot of, I think it's different. I don't want to be, what I'm saying? Just like I had that one thought, now that we talking about it, I think that people get into those relationships under different terms. You know what I mean?
Right. That's why it could be very like just so gray, and like I don't myself personally, for multiple reasons, I don't really like to like that's something I don't know that I can do in terms of like it being, especially having other relationships, because it just gets too great. It gets too like ambiguous. Like, okay, are you wanting to like have other relationships, or you want to have sex with other people? Do you want to do it? Well, are you going to do it anyway, whether I agree with it or not? If I don't agree with it, are you gonna have resentment and then go sneak and do it? Like, it's all of these things that like come across like, and if it is just like, okay, I just want to have sex with other people, which I personally believe it's natural. Then like, or will this sex turn into something more? Like, it's these things. It's just these things that you dibble and dabble in that like just kind of cause like a lot of strife. Now, if people choose to do it, I'm totally supportive. I have friends who have done it, and it seems to work for them. It takes a mindset that I have not yet possessed. Like, and that's myself personally. Like, but it works for a lot of people, right? And that's cool.
And see, that's where I was going with the point of like the bias. I feel like when you said guys are emotional, but I feel like women attach sex to emotion more often than guys attach sex to emotion. So like it's dangerous.
That has not been my experience.
You think your experience is guys attaching sex to emotion?
Yeah.
Well, that's your perspective, right? But that's the only thing about it. That's the okay. So what?
It's plenty of guys. There have been plenty of experiences that lots of people have had that, and we've seen it also in the media and like popular culture, hip hop culture. Like, it's plenty of guys who, if a woman is able to like have sex with him really well and can turn all type of tricks and do well, they fall for that shit. They fall in love. Like, sex can make a man fall in love. Like, I've seen it happen. Like, it happens. Like, why do you think a lot of like these artists wife up a lot of like these chicks who have been out there? Like, it's not rare. Like, guys are very, okay, I don't want to generalize because I don't like for people to generalize women, but I just feel like when it comes to sex, like it's not, or when it comes to having a relationship or getting a guy to want to be with you, it's not that hard to do.
But think about this. Do they want to be in love with your sex, or do they want to be in love with you? Then
Either way, you can get them caught up.
right.
Either way, you can get them to like be with you.
But think about that. Doesn't that give you more of a don't you feel more comfortable with that being the case as far as a man, wanting to be open? Because I mean, literally, if he's with you, he spends most of his time with you. Like he wants to be around you. Then like, that's you his girlfriend. The open part comes when like I feel like men, it's like caveman shit. Like from the beginning of the time, like be fruitful and multiply. Like that's like fruitful is like multiple, and then multiply with multiple. You know what I mean? So I think like that kicks in sometimes, and that brings in the discussion of is monogamy really a good thing, especially in America where everybody's getting divorces and people aren't getting married as often as they used to. I believe we're gonna starting to have a rise, and I think Monique and her show, man, it might actually bring out the closet a lot of things. You know what I mean? That were at one point like nah. So.
But I also think that there's a part of monogamy that's beautiful in terms of like, because I'm big on energies, and like when you have sex with other people and the energies are translating and what you bring back into like the home environment, that's real. Like especially like when you for me, especially when you bring kids into the equation, like if you're out there, male or female, you're out there having sex with other people, and then you have a home union, and you bring in, like, I'm hoping like you taking a shower and you watching all of that energy and like all of that person's like body, what is it called, pheromones off of you before you bring it back into like the home that you've created with your partner. I think that matters. Like I don't know if I want, like if I have, when I have children with my partner, that like you come home from, maybe you just got through fucking like your outside partner and you come in and like hold your child. Like I don't like those. I'm like very like visual in that way. I'm not rocking with that. So I'm hoping that like a person who chooses to engage in that.
Why is that? What the hell is with that? I mean, you're not like,
You got
hold it with your hands.
pheromones. You have people's energies that attach to you. You have like that type of stuff is real. I mean, they may, whoever you choose to have sex with, they may be having their own, dealing with their own issues, and you have sex with them, and then you go into the home, and you bringing that energy, you bringing that into like a space that has already been like developed into something else. So like I think about that type of stuff too. So I mean, I don't know, I think for me, I just haven't like evolved into like the thought process of like a mature mindset in that way, because it does take a level of maturity. And I feel like a lot of people who do dabble and dabble in open relationships, a lot of them don't have a level of maturity, and then things go, then they get mad and things get crazy. Like if you're gonna do it, you gotta be really, really ready. And I'm just really honest with myself about the fact that I'm not ready. But also, I understand that monogamy is not natural, and I think that for me, if I was to even think about doing it, it would have to be like, just strictly sex, because I know the monogamy is not natural.
Yeah, and I feel that same way, man. And I know as I mature and
but I don't want to do it though. I'm just saying if I had to.
Right, but I know as I mature and
but it goes to both ways, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like as I mature and I evolve, I know that if that was something that a man that really wants to go after, that's something you really gonna have to kind of like like open up and have that be both ways.
Right.
Otherwise, we gonna deal with like you're gonna deal with problems. People gonna feel like they not treated fairly and all that stuff like that. But I do agree that it should only be sex though, because like it takes a lot of energy for one relationship. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of fucking emotions, resources, time, like all that stuff in one relationship. Like to spread that over other relationships, like.
But then
that's
remember,
some shit,
like,
man.
what about like? Remember we did the episode about like when you think about other people doing sex. If you have other partners, what if you start thinking about them doing sex with your main partner?
Why would you do that?
Because you enjoy sex with that person outside of the relationship.
Would that be a bad thing to you?
for you to be thinking about the other person.
Right.
Like I said, yeah, like nobody wants to be thinking. Nobody wants to have sex with somebody, and that person is thinking about someone else. Like that's no. Who wants that?
Yeah, I feel you. But hell, as long as no names get called and stuff like that, man, that really gets you in trouble. But I mean, you can't stop somebody from thinking about things. But also, I think I was gonna say this too. I think it depends on you have to know who you're dealing with. Like you have to know who your partner is and trust that like they won't stray. Cause like I believe we were talking about it earlier. Like, would you date yourself? You know what I mean? It's like would they stray that far away from like me? Like I mean, when they date somebody like totally like outside of who you are.
Right.
I mean, because as far as mixing energies, I feel like I mean. But if if that person has good dating habits or good I don't know taste, then and they pick people suitable. You know what I mean? As far as mental intelligence and and
But that
spiritual.
opens up the door for you to fall and cross that
Why?
person. Cause
See,
they're
this is a
hello?
classic thing right now of emotion. You keep talking about some. That's how you fall in love. I'm like, as a man, I'm like,
But you
no,
saying it has to,
like,
babe,
but everybody falls in love. No, what the
then
fuck?
what's
That's not how niggas be thinking.
if you're just having sex with that person, then what's the point of them being like
This is how I'm thinking. Let me tell you what.
spiritual, all these things?
This is how I'm thinking because if you got a chick, a good, and I'm gonna say unquotation, good female, a good chick or a good girlfriend, like where it's like she's intelligent, she has a certain level mind of spirituality and goals and purpose a little bit and shit like that. You know what I mean? You kind of like cool, you're in a good space, but like that's a good space for you too because they're gonna do things according to that life that they want to live and shit like that. But if you go like downgrade like too far, you start to run into trouble where like when people trying to have babies on you and shit, like I mean everybody like they just want to have a baby and shit like that to get government assistance and all type of shit, or you might meet somebody and go to a house and three niggas in the closet and jump
You're
out.
supposed to be using condoms anyway.
I'm just man, look.
I'm
Women
just
have some
saying,
ways.
like,
Women have ways to do shit, man. I read a book about athletes. It was chicks using basters to get the condom, to get the what's name. They was freezing it. They was doing. I mean, who the fuck?
take the condom with you.
Okay, well, you talking about a lot of trivial things.
No, I'm not.
I'm
Like
talking
this is
broadly.
real when you talk about having open relationships. When you have sex outside of the relationship, you gotta be mature and you gotta be on top of your stuff. Like you can't be sloppy about it, cause then that's when, of course, you're gonna have like babies popping up. You gotta be on top of your stuff. If you want to have sex with other people, then you gotta be like on top of it, be succinct. So, okay, let me make sure I have my condoms on deck. Let me make sure after I'm done that I take my condom off, put it in my pocket, and then I throw it out when I get out the door. Like you gotta make like who just goes sloppily. I mean, I know people do it, but why would you, if you have something at home that you value, why you just go out there and like stick your penis and things and then go lay out on the bed, pass out, and then let her go use the condom for something else? Like,
see, that's the thought process of
guys are too trusting because they are emotional.
Right.
Like,
No, because they're not emotional and they're just like, okay, let me just do this, and they're not thinking about nothing. They're not thinking about nothing.
So are they ready to be in an open relationship?
That's what I'm saying. I think they're more suitable because if a guy really if he really rocks with you, he's gonna rock with you. Like he's gonna rock with you. So like, but well, damn, you made me miss my point. I was gonna say it was like, I don't know, man. Damn it, I should have wrote it down.
Sorry.
Should have wrote it down. But I just feel like as far as open relationship, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like women, you know what I mean? You give a woman bring you to the crib or something like that. Three niggas jump out of the closet and tie you up and take all your money and everything like that. Steal you, kidnap you for ransom. You know what I mean? I knew a guy who female. He met a woman who was actually dating somebody who was his enemy, like in the streets, and they got him killed. And she set it up. You know what I mean? And it came out that she set it up. So
I have a student or a former student of mine. She was telling me about a guy that she's dating who he got shot in the back a couple times because he was dating a girl who her brothers, she had set him up where her brothers had robbed him and they shot him. And so like those things do happen all because you want vagina. Like, is it really that serious at the end of the day to be having multiple like sex partners?
Look at
Put
you.
your life on.
Look at you. You like, she like, nigga, is it that serious? Do you want to die?
Okay.
Do you want to die really?
No.
Do you really want to die?
Okay, I was being sarcastic about that, but honestly, I understand it. And my thing is like, you should gotta be, both partners have to be extremely mature. It definitely has to be both ways. Because I feel like men think about it as only a benefit for men, but obviously, if you're gonna be in a relationship, it's both, right? So it's beneficial for both people, but you both have to be very mature, and you cannot be messy. Women are much better at keeping their stuff under wraps than men are.
That's very true. That's very true.
So you got.
And women probably are nosier than men are too. So keeping things under wraps. I mean, like in my experience.
But even if there was nosiness, then you could, if you really had it all together, then you wouldn't step up and find things.
If you're in an open relationship, it ain't nothing to find. You're talking about open relationships.
Right, I know, but I'm saying like, if you're in an open relationship, it should be like, okay, I know that this person has whatever sex with other people from time to time,
Right.
but I should not know about it. It should not touch me in my world. It should
Right.
not. So that's
feel
what I'm
that.
saying. Like,
But when people go try to find something, you can't. If you're gonna have an open relationship, you can't be like, okay, I'm open, but then still be snooping because like it defeats the purpose. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, you shouldn't snoop. That's true. I agree. But even if it's kind of like, if you just, it just still shouldn't be visible. It just shouldn't be visible.
Right.
You know, you could just kind of be chilling at home, and then like you shouldn't be visible. Like you could just be. There shouldn't be like late night phone calls and stuff like that.
Right. I feel that. I feel that. So man,
But I mean, I couldn't do it. But I'm just saying, like, if
she couldn't do it. You know?
not right now.
Not right now.
Well, maybe I could. I actually am going back and forth, but I am in a better place because maybe in my younger years I would have been like no, because like I'm a Scorpio, I'm very possessive, but I feel like I am evolving. I'm getting older, and I'm kind of like I'm seeing it, but you gotta know that you gotta be with somebody who you know can do it and not affect you. And it's not many men out there that can do it and then not affect and not kind of run over into the relationship.
Dude, that's crazy. I don't believe
It's
that.
not. I think if people decide to do, if open relationships should happen, I think it should happen for like people in their 40s, like who've been together for a while, like late 30s, 40s, and you've been together for like 10, 15 years. Because at that point, you're securing your relationship. Men are much more mature at that point. And like, that's what Monique and her husband is at. And so like, y'all kind of are able to like respect each other, and where things outside of it doesn't enter the relationship. So open relationships should happen then, I say. Not in your 20s. But I mean, in 20s people cheating anyway, so
Man, look,
most of the time they are.
it's all going down. Monogamy is getting ready to go out. Polygamy is going to be king, and everybody's gonna have a good day.
That's two different things, you know that, right? Polygamy is like where women get along and they are together.
That's going.
Open relationships, there should not be any type of way that like I should even know about the women.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or you should know about the men.
That's what I'm saying. Polygamy is on the rise. So it's coming up. It's gonna replace monogamy.
Okay. Why are you telling me?
I just know that's what the fucking route is going.
I'm pretty
in the
excited
world.
about that.
You guys just know, But look, man, let us know what you think. Join the discussion. All right, as we say, I think it was January, I believe, that Monique and her husband's show is coming out, man. I will tune in because I am interested. She is a comedian still, so she's going to be funny, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And so we're going to catch that. Don't forget to let us know what you think about open relationships. Have you been in one? Do you know somebody in one? Have you been discussing with your partner or something like that? Like, let us know, man. We want to know what you think. So don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, I am signing off.
Bye.